Hi, my name is Daniel Supraner, and this is the Florida Tech Coaches Show. This week we have the head women's basketball coach, John Reynolds, with us. John, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Well, you guys just got back from a really great trip. You took the team out to Alaska. You got the girls to experience some cold weather, and you brought it back with you this week. Talk about that trip. What were some of the fun things that you guys did outside of basketball?
Well, one of the things about taking long trips, it's a team bonding experience, and you get to see a lot about your team. You spend so much time with them off the court, and we're usually confined to what's on the court. Practice sessions, game sessions, video sessions, conditioning sessions. So you get to see them in a different light, out of their basketball gear. For me, it's watching how they interact with each other over dinner, waiting in line in an airport, long flight, 12 hours, 16 going there because you lose 4, 12 coming back. So we're kind of tired. We were kind of tired when we got back on Monday night, but really it was a great experience for all of us. I'm
sure it's the first time a lot of the girls saw snow, and that much snow.
Several of them, and the surprising thing is Anchorage didn't have a lot of snow.
Really?
Now, one of the things we wanted to do when we were there was take the girls on a dog sled. On Sunday was the off day, and we didn't fly out till midnight, so we couldn't do it with that. So we went to like a conservation area, okay, and just kind of walked the trails through the woods. The funny part is that most of them hadn't seen snow, so the mid-20s, but we got a little drizzle at one point, so the snow was really good packing. So a couple good snowball fights went on. We had some fun.
That's good.
I felt bad for the other people that were walking through there. They're looking for animals, and we got 17 kids making all kinds of noise. So
yeah, they just got caught in the middle of the crossfire.
Yeah, they got caught in the crossfire.
Yeah. All right, well, let's talk about, you guys did play 2 games against 2 very good opponents, number 6 Alaska Anchorage, as well as Simon Fraser. Those were highly contested games. You actually had a lead going into the 4th quarter against Alaska Anchorage. Talk about what the team learned from those 2 games. I mean, they were losses, but they're still learning experiences for the team.
Well, we won't know what they learned until Saturday.
Okay.
That's first. Like, we have Eckerd on Saturday. I thought that both teams we played were really solid basketball teams. They didn't have any weaknesses. I liked their energy. We're on the road, we're a long way from home, we're adjusting to a 4-hour time change, and I thought we played good. I thought we played really good. In the points, I thought we were really good. You can't play really good against great teams. You have to play great against great teams. The second day, we got beat by the home team in the tournament. They have a good crowd up there, great facility. They treated us great. But, you got to be at your best, and everybody in your team has to be your best to beat those type of teams, especially on the road. And I don't think we were great. I thought we were good. I thought that effort would win a few games here and there, but it's not going to beat those type of teams. And in the Simon Fraser game, I thought we played really good the whole game. We just won 11 for 20 from the free throw line. That game should have never been to overtime. And that's not to discredit Simon Fraser, because I thought they were every bit as good as Alaska Anchorage, if not better. I thought they were a more balanced basketball team inside and outside.
Okay, and then playing those kind of opponents, is it a different style of basketball that they're playing than what you're going to be seeing on Saturday and this season?
No, I think that was great for us because those 2 teams are high energy teams, especially Alaska Anchorage. They are always on the attack defensively. They're great in transition both ways, and I think Eckerd is very similar to that. I think that one of the things we have to do a better job of is we got to be prepared to start defending the other team when they get off the bus. You can't wait 30 seconds into the game with this level of competition. So I think we're going to see that again with Eckerd on Saturday. It's like a car race with them. I mean, They're always revving it up, and those teams aren't looking for a pit stop.
Right. Yeah, they're going to push the tempo. Let's talk a little about Eckerd. Always a very strong team, always a very execution sound team. Doesn't matter who they throw out every year, they always have a competitive team they put out there. What are you looking for in this matchup against you guys?
Well, it's tough to play them early in the season, but it's good to play them early in the season. Tough in the sense you got to prepare for a team that runs that Princeton offense, and they run it to death. They are patient. They will make 3 extra passes, and they'll make 2 passes when they're under 5 seconds on the shot clock to get it to the open guy. So I think it's tough to prepare for them this early in the season. But I think it might even be harder to prepare for them after they've had 4 or 5 months of running that stuff. Their new guys are really good basketball players. They lost some really important seniors, but I think Coach Hunsinger has done a great job. He's filled in those spots with kids that play with the exact approach to that game as the kids that he just lost. It's going to be a really tough matchup for us.
All right. Well, you guys have a lot of senior leadership this year, 4 seniors, 3 juniors, I believe, with a lot of experience. What have they meant to your team this year, especially early on in the season, and what do you think they're going to mean to the team heading into the conference season?
Well, you know, the kids that have played 80 games, 70, 80 games already, they know what the conference is going to be like. They know the intensity that every team brings. They know that one possession can change the outcome of a game. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's the last possession on the shot you made or the shot you missed. I think that's the most important thing for them is the experience they've gained over that time, knowing how to compete at the level required to be successful in this league. I think that's what they bring. We started out with 2 teams from the SAAC. Claflin was kind of young this year. They had beat us last year. That's why we wanted to play them again, and we got them pretty good. And then we played Lemoyne Owen the next night, and I thought that was a really quality basketball team. Tampa didn't get them till late in the 4th quarter, and I don't think we did either. So I thought that was kind of a build-up. Then we played NYIT and Flagler here. Got beat in both of those games. And again, because I think that sometimes we might find 1 or 2 players out on that floor, or even in a practice, we've made notes and discussed it, where they don't have that motor going the full 90 minutes or the full 40 minutes or the full 10 minutes, whatever we're in at that moment. And I think the schedule we've had to date will prepare us for conference play. We didn't have anybody in that schedule that was a pencil and win. And after we opened with Eckerd, we got Tampa, and then we got Findlay, and then we have Texas women. So it doesn't really get any easier for us. But hopefully that those 8 non-conference games will be the preparation we need for the conference season.
The Panthers kick off the conference season this Saturday at 2 p.m. It's as part of a basketball doubleheader here. Women play at 2, the men play at 4, both teams against Eckerd. Make sure you come out and cheer on the Panthers right here at the Clemente Center. Coach, it's been a pleasure having you on the Coaches Show.
Thanks, Dan.
And good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank John Reynolds, head women's basketball coach, for joining us for this week's Florida Tech Coaches Show. And again, you can catch the women's and men's basketball teams this Saturday for the Sunshine State Conference opener against Eckerd. The women kick off the action at 2 p.m. and the men will follow at 4 p.m. right here at the Clemente Center. You can access all the live coverage for those games on the Florida Tech Sports Network and get the links to that coverage on FloridaTechSports.com, the official online home of Florida Tech Athletics. Make sure you stay up to date with the Florida Tech women's basketball team and all of our 23 teams here at Florida Tech on the official online home of Florida Tech Athletics, FloridaTechSports.com. You can also follow the teams on their social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, as well as Facebook. Thank you for joining us for this week's Florida Tech Coaches Show with John Reynolds, and go Panthers.